Well, it's episode 1, and this should be a big one. Oh, crap. Well, it's episode 1, and this should be a big one, right? I'm a big Buffalo Bills fan, so I decided what better place to start than with some familiar faces. This is Nick Manzari, a husband, father of 2, and a Buffalo Bills season ticket holder. Since the pandemic in 2020, Nick has been busy transforming his basement into what you see today. I don't know the actual footage of his basement, and I don't really care because it's not an HGTV show. So I'm just going to go ahead and guess and say, like 900,000 square feet. Moving on. In this Bill's boudoir, is that the right word? In this Bill's basement, you're going to find one 75-inch LG TV stuck in the middle, right between the Barca loungers, and two 42-inch on each side. I think they're Samsung. He's also got 2 other TVs, another 42-inch and a 50-ish inch. We're not really sure. He's got an amazing bar with a beautiful custom-made bar top, some arcade games, a big old poker table, and Bill's memorabilia to boot. In a basement that screams, "Let's go Buffalo." And I'm pretty sure if you stare at his Josh Allen picture late at night and whisper, "Josh Allen," I'm pretty sure he'll wink back at you. But that's just a rumor. Josh Allen, Josh Allen. His basement was even shown on Good Morning Football. So Bill's Mafia, people who like cool-ass basements, or Mom if you figured out how to click that link in the email I sent you, it is time to enter the Manz Cave. Well, thanks for coming back. This is actually your 3rd appearance on the Man Cave Man podcast.
Honored. I mean,
and for those of you at home keeping track, this is the first episode. And so the answer is yeah. I'm not a technical guru. I tried to ninja my way through some stuff, and it turns out I'm a novice. So you know what? I'm only a human being, okay? Like every Bills fan, I put on my Zubas one leg at a time. So get off me. That's all.
You don't jump into them? Too late?
I mean, I do, but
yeah.
I did that in my 20s, and so I'm paying for it in my 30s.
Yeah, a little hurtful in the 30s. I hear that. Crack one open. What do you got? A little blue?
I mean, no big deal, but I enjoy blue because it's a crisp, refreshing taste. It goes down smooth, and to be honest, I like the light because it's less calories. But, I don't have any sponsors or anything, so I don't want to go into too much detail.
Yeah.
But anyways. So things are good, man. So how long you been a season ticket holder again?
Well, I'm going on my 2nd year.
That's awesome. What part of town are you living in right now? Where's your man cave located at?
In Lewiston.
Lewiston, okay. Awesome. Very good. And you're the general manager of a local pizzeria, is that right?
Brick Oven Pizzeria and Pub, Grand Island.
Nice. Come visit Nick. Ask him about his man cave.
That's it.
Oh, speaking of pizza, give me your top 3 toppings of all time.
Toppings on a pizza, chicken finger,
yeah,
banana peppers, and eggs.
Eggs?
And you're like, whoa, eggs. A breakfast pizza, I'll make a slamming breakfast pizza. So
okay, that makes a difference.
I don't want to give you the boring, pepperoni, sausage, mushroom. Outside the box, those are my kind of top 3. The breakfast pizza, I'll put on peppers, onions, bacon, sausage, ham. It'll be, but I have the secret kind of sauce that I use that, a little secret. I can't tell nobody. It's a secret request. You say, hey, Nick, let me get one of those breakfast pizzas. And I'd be like, all right, no problem. I'll do it for you.
Well, Nick's got the secret sauce, so visit him. Give him the elbow for the breakfast pizza. And then genius. Nice, man. Well, as they say on the internet, let's skip to the good part. And then you hear that song I don't have the rights to. Mm-hmm. I brought this up last time we spoke, and we didn't have any audio. But your basement, there's a picture of what it was, but like the before picture, and you had this big desk, or was it a bar or something? It just looked like a typical basement, kind of dank, like dark, boxes everywhere. But then it had logos of like the Bruins and the Dolphins, I think the Yankees. But like, who owned that house? Was that yours before? Or
no, so we bought it. We bought it as is. Gentleman that lived here before. I actually never met the man personally. At least, when I saw it had a bar and it had a basement, it gave me some hope that I could, turn it into something. So, I just thought, it's kind of weird to have that,
Well, in Buffalo of all places too.
it was kind of weird. I mean, Yankees okay, but the Dolphins and the Bruins, wild.
Yeah, you don't see that too often. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you didn't burn it all down, and you definitely exorcised the demons since then.
I had to, absolutely. So I'm just gonna switch it around, and I'll just give you the tour.
Sure thing.
Walking down the stairs.
Yeah.
See, I'm not too proud of my my staircase and my, in my stairs. So I try to keep that kind of not as exposed. But
hey, man,
I did get a new poster that I had a guy. I sent him a couple pictures, and he made a new design. Just kind of messing around.
That's awesome.
Yeah, my bar and where the TVs are. So
I love the Manz Cave logos too, by the way.
And I had another guy that did that for me. And it was kind of like the first person that, I asked. And I like to support the small people that, want to and be a part of helping me. So,
right.
You know what I mean? I I thought the logo was pretty cool, and, I just kind of ran with it. It's my mother, she passed away 10 years ago, this coming November. And, wow. I kind of dedicated some of the space to her, too, because she was a big Bills fan, and it's just kind of how I am to, with my mom.
Yeah, gotta love the mom, especially a Bills fan's mom.
Yep. So.
Love it.
But
that's awesome, dude.
It's the first thing you're going to see is the Allen and Diggs jerseys and football helmets. And as you see the wall, they have the stripe. I try to mirror just like how it is on a jersey. That's kind of what the stripe is on the wall. Picture of my father, my grandfather, my late grandfather, my son. We're all Knicks. So that's awesome. This is like the center focus when you walk down as well. This is kind of the year that it all started in 2020. This man cave became about. So it's always, anyone ask. It's just this is when it all happened. It's more of a modern day Bills man cave, not like a old school, where you see a lot of old things.
This ain't your father's man cave.
Right.
It started during COVID, it sounds like then.
Yeah, so March, April of COVID, when that kind of the world started shutting down, I said, okay, well, I got to stay busy. So this is kind of what happened.
I love the paint job.
My brother did all the paint job for me, so he definitely hooked me up there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so then I got this kind of this is just a little room behind here. Nothing much, just a little storage room. But I turned it into a little locker room, some jerseys. Just a little collection of some pictures I got from a magazine, and I put a picture of my son and myself, and just kind of being a little creative there.
You got to start him young.
Trust me, that's all he knows is football.
Hey, I'm going to break the fourth wall real quick because it's my show and I can do whatever the hell I want. When you're here in Bills Mafia, you're with family. Kind of like the Olive Garden, but with a few more drunks and more broken tables. I mean, it depends on what Olive Garden you're at. Regardless, Nick is clearly a family man, and it's going to be abundantly clear as we continue our tour of the Manz Cave, but here's some quick examples of how he not only represents his Bills Mafia family, but his actual legitimate, loving family. So I'll just start with, I got a picture of my family, a newborn until he was a year, 1, 6, and 1 year, so we just kind of did a little family picture like that. I pretend that's my son and me, little father-son, it's a little baby. Nice.
The little people.
Oh, yeah. They sold like crazy.
Yeah. It's just a symbol of my son and myself. Because that's who I spend most of the time with. My mother-in-law made me this little Bill's couch out of a Kleenex box, I think. And I put up the palm tree because I kind of missed my daughter. She was out in Florida for a couple weeks. And
nice.
I just wanted to create my own paradise here. So
that's the whole point, man.
No one really asked me why I did the man cave. Why? You know what I mean? It's such a,
it's pretty obvious.
It's so obvious on why someone would do it, right? Because it's cool.
Yeah.
Right. But, I raise, my son who's nonverbal and who is, has autism. And, I wanted to create a space that, I can leave a memory in his head of me, right? So like that, it's such a deep, meaning of what I feel for my mother, missing her, what she meant to me growing up as, Bills fans. And I found my way to leave my impression, to leave my memory, for my kids, especially my son. I don't know what goes on in my young son's mind. I want him to never forget me. I hope he can go where he remembers me because we shared so many moments down here.
This is your legacy, man. I totally get it. What I tell you, endearing, right? Guy's very sincere. I respect that. All right, back to some cool shit. So this is a segment called Sweet, Where'd You Get It? Sweet, where'd you get it? That's a fathead though, right?
It's a fathead sticker. Yep.
Sweet, where'd you get it?
Skybox Sports Network.
Sweet, where'd you get it?
One of the Value City Furniture.
Sweet, where'd you get it?
Somewhere online.
Sweet, where'd you get it?
Like the Party City store.
Sweet, where'd you get it?
Got donated as a gift from a lady from work.
Sweet, where'd you get it?
DCL Custom Designs. He sent me a message, said, hey, I got this poster. Would you like it? I'd like to, just be a part of what you got going on. I said, hell yeah.
That's a sweet photo.
Yeah.
Sweet.
This sign from the BFL LO store.
Sweet. Sweet. Where'd you get it?
It's Foco. I don't know, Foco, however the hell you say it.
Foco. Sweet. Where'd you get that? That table's awesome. Yeah, that's custom made too, isn't it?
My guy, Vinny, he does his own tables. Hometown Table 716. Check him out on Instagram or TikTok. Reached out to me and said, hey man, one of my tables would look great in your basement. I think the best part about all of that is I make new friends. I like that. I like to just have connections and friends for all across the board,
Yeah, what's the point of having a great cave if you can't have a killer party every, if not every Sunday if possible?
Can't wait, dude. I drive her nuts with my obsession down here, but keeps me out of her hair, I guess.
What do you mean? What obsession?
Yeah. So, speaking of obsessions, this is my Josh.
Yeah.
This is kind of my Josh Allen wall.
Good segue. How many pictures of Allen are any of them signed? Do you have a lot of signed memorabilia?
Yep. So okay, the jerseys are signed. Josh. Josh. This picture's one of my first ones I got signed.
Nasty.
Yeah, and then over on the wall, the first wall that you saw, there's the jersey, helmet, football combo, all signed, and a picture over there that's signed. And when we get to my bar, I got a couple items that are signed by him as well.
That's definitely the centerpiece, I think, of any Allen homage.
I have 3 TVs. Whew. Good Morning Football, and Kay Adams tweets back and says, I love your place, and I get all excited.
Yeah, you were on that show before. They showcased your
They definitely showed my basement. Kay Adams talking about it because they did a tweet us with your man caves type deal, and they featured me to be I was the first one they showed when they were talking about it.
Gotta love her.
Yeah, and just recently I tweeted at her because I like to have Good Morning Football on all 3 TVs.
Bigger than my apartment, nicer than my apartment. Shout out to Bills fan Nick.
And she replied back and just retweeted it. So I thought, what I mean? I just love that interaction.
Nice. I think all the hosts are good about that kind of stuff. They're all really for the fans. They're very integrated in that regard.
I have a little mini helmet collection. A bunch of them, all of them are signed.
What's the one signature on there that people wouldn't expect to see?
O.J. Simpson.
Okay. Yep. Well, Bill, sidebar for a second. So the new stadium's, it's still going to be in Orchard Park, whether you like it or not. Will, on the wall or Ring of Fame, are they going to keep OJ's name up there?
I don't think so.
I think it's a good excuse to omit it.
I agree. My stairs are ugly. That is next on the agenda. And the pillars, actually looking to possibly getting something like a Zubaz on the pillars.
Yeah.
That might be coming soon.
That's awesome. Didn't you say you used to be a blackjack dealer?
I dealt blackjack for a good 10 years almost.
Wow.
I'm like certified in like dealing poker, supervising poker, blackjack, roulette, craps, all the table games really. Try to host a poker game about once a month, just a small competitive game.
That's awesome. Next time I'm in Buffalo, I'll have to stop over. We'll play some blackjack.
Dude, you're in, man. Well, here's the bar. That was from the New England game. So, of course, I had to, make a poster of it.
You made that yourself, you said, right?
The meme wasn't me. So I saw the meme, and then I took the meme, sent it to a poster company, and they're like, holy shit, yeah, I'll do it. I was like, great. Print it out, put it on the door. Underneath, I got just a little bit of fun going on under here.
Wow.
Yeah. Little fun, little something you wouldn't expect.
Dude. That's a great little secret.
So I just, I got my, little collection of things, and,
Do you have pictures of this on your Instagram? Because I want to.
No, it's a hidden gem that no one really ever sees. And
Wow. Okay.
I want it to be scenic. You know what I mean? Everything.
Of course.
I want to be amongst the elites. That's just how I
Gotta
am.
draw their eyes at every little nook and cranny.
Honest to God, I'm like psychotic about it. But so this is the center focus of my bar. You get a good shot.
Nice.
You got another sports sticker up there. So like they do the live feed, you pay a membership, whatever. So I did get some new toys since I've seen you, Diggs and Allen. Like again, so like that's kind of like my main focus is Diggs and Allen. I got some cleats. Harrison Phillips, Zach Moss, Josh Allen.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a big guy too. So this fucking thing's huge. Like, dude.
Well.
Like, dude, that's fucking.
I'm not surprised.
Like,
what size is that? Did they say?
14 or some shit or. What size is this? Oh, it's an 18. But I don't think.
18.
I don't think it's not like a used cleat. It's huge regardless.
He's 6'5", isn't he?
With big cleats, big socks. So I mean, holy smokes! So over here, just take a picture of my dad and my brother, and then that's my father-in-law in the back there in the Zubas. He's the one that kind of built my basement. That Oh,
nice.
Yeah, he did all the heavy lifting, all the construction. He's the one that really made this possible for me too.
Dude, shout out to the father-in-law.
Yeah, Bruce, man. He definitely took care of me there, man, and I'll be forever indebted to him about, just the time he took out of his own personal time.
Bruce.
Absolutely. So this is my little favorite item of Josh Allen.
Is this the prized possession of the whole cave?
Yeah, well, I mean, it is. I mean, there's so much stuff that I have that I could say, that has some sort of significant meaning. Value-wise, I think this football one day is going to probably be worth a shit ton of money.
Oh, yeah. Do you need to wear special gloves while you pull that out?
I thought about it. So this is sure. And then it's the art football.
Oh, nice.
Then it has all of his franchise records. So as soon as his football came out, immediately I'm like, oh my God, I got to have it. Then the company that had it called me and said, there's only 500 of them sold or signed. He's like,
yeah.
You want to get one signed? It'll be additional, blah, blah, blah. And I said, hell yeah. I got to pick the number, and I picked number 7. That was when he was drafted. It's a lucky number, and it's a date my son was born on. So it all has a meaning. You know what I mean?
Wow.
To myself, that's kind of what it kind of all links up together there. So as
Dude, that's awesome.
Holds a lot of value. It's actually the first time I've actually touched it since I got it.
Do you feel closer to Josh Allen?
I do. I want him to know how much I love this guy and that, he should come down here and come check it out.
This is like a spiritual moment right now.
Yeah. So, so I wish I could have this on like a spin cycle so you could just, have it go and
Oh, that's a good idea.
see how cool this football is because, I only show the signature, but there's so much to this football that no one even knows about.
We got to create a glass contraption that just blows air and just rotates the ball ever so slightly. I mean, there's probably better ways of doing that. I'm not an engineer.
Got a Thurman Thomas and a Devin Singletary autographed football.
Well, you're pretty focused on like this generation, this current team that we have,
Yeah.
which we talked about a little bit last time. As much as we love and appreciate and support the legends, like Jimmy here, my Jimmy hood on my beer. Yeah, you've really focused and centered everything on the current team.
I don't think over the past 20 years that I've ever been this in love with a team than I am right now. For 20 years, they've been trying to replicate the 90s, okay? A team that everybody loved and what they meant, to our franchise and to, what they meant to my parents. That was their glory team. This is our glory team. It's it. We're living in it.
Yeah, we've been through so many hard times. If you're the same age as me, at least, or close to it, we have such a high respect for the older teams from the 90s because we may have some memories of it, but we knew how great they were from our parents and respect for that. But we haven't seen anything close to that since now. Anything close to that.
It just from the top down is so well orchestrated. It's that Gary and Levy. It's the, they find,
Well, they've all, and those guys have paved the way for what we have now. And a lot of it is when anybody new and fresh comes in that they think is going to be the next big thing, like Rousseau. I mean, they come in and personally greet them half the time. They are like passing the torch literally and are saying, here's how it's going to go. Here's why you're going to love this city. But I love how engaged they are in getting these new guys to try to win it all.
I think that's been discussed. I think that's like, we want you guys to be a part of, what we got going on to build that winning culture back. And it starts with them because that's where it did start, really. And a quarterback like Josh, I mean, it just I think everything happens for a reason. I manifested this basement to never look like this. But, I just, 20 years from now, when, my kids, they have my grandkids and, this is going to be how it was for my daughters. Like, man, I remember, back when, the Bills are good, but when she's 30 going to games, getting, tailgating at the new stadium and, going to maybe be so passionate about it because of how I lived for it.
She's going to have that new appreciation for all those old guys like we do. She's going to be like, oh, Josh Allen, man, yeah, he was one of the best Bills quarterbacks. Now he does all those Corona commercials.
Right. But to the bar top. I have a puzzle piece built into it. Now it's an epoxy job. And then the center is Bill's Mafia.
Beautiful.
And then I have a Rose. My daughter's middle name is Rose.
Mm-hmm.
And then over here.
And the puzzle piece. Yeah, go ahead.
Over here I have a in loving memory of my mother. And then I have initials of my grandfather's, their initials over here. And then over there.
Yeah, so your family is partying with you every step of the way here. So you got your son with the puzzle piece.
Yeah.
Yep. That's beautiful.
It's a new bar top, and I just what other way can I show, my respects to my kids and let them know they're a part of this too?
Yeah, you're bringing them into the party, man. You're bringing them into the fold.
I like to do things in symbolic nature, so.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. Yeah, I think so. The bar top really seems like the prized possession of it all.
It ties everything together.
It's going to be a really big family heirloom.
Whoever lives here next stuck with this bar top because it ain't going nowhere.
I mean, I think that bar top is just going to be a part of your casket, let's be honest.
Yeah, I have plans for other things to happen down here, but it's going to take time and money, so I got the rest of my life to worry about it. So,
well, that begs a question. I know I asked this before, but this begs the question. How much money do you think you've put into your man cave at this point? Ballpark it.
Now, probably, I think I told you 10 to 15. I would say I'm definitely closer to the 15, solid 15,000. But again, that also meant that I needed new floors, new ceiling, new walls, paint.
So not all the fun stuff. So what's next for the man cave? Stairs is the next thing. That's the next big project.
I want a mini jumbotron.
Ooh.
My ceilings are low, so it can't be that big. But like behind here, but I do want to get maybe some sort of maybe a TV there. And do like a betting board. You know how betting boards, it's kind of like a sports ticker, but have all the odds on it. My wife makes fun of me. She's like, "What are you doing?" She goes, "You staring at the walls again?" And I'm like, leave me alone, because I literally will come down here and just.
You're a visionary. You are the Picasso of your domain. That's a canvas you're working with.
I'm telling you, I never in a million years would ever imagine I'd have a space like this. Ever.
Dare to dream.
I envision it being cool as hell. But I think this is I got it on TV.
If people have suggestions for your staircase, follow you so on Instagram, is it at the Manz Cave? Is that right?
Manz Cave, that's it, at the Manz Cave.
All right, let me ask you some quick questions. If you had to choose, okay? Ryan Fitzpatrick or Doug Flutie?
Doug Flutie.
Eric Moulds or Lee Evans?
Eric Moulds.
Okay, Tyrod Taylor or Matt Barkley?
Tyrod.
That was for most good looking, so he'll be happy to hear that. What about this year? OJ Howard or Dawson Knox?
Dawson Knox, even though I'm pumped about bringing in OJ.
Trey White or Crest White?
Trey White.
Yeah. Screw your teeth. I'll let them go yellow and fall out if I have to, as long as we win a Super Bowl.
I use black toothpaste anyways.
Use charcoal?
Mm-hmm.
I got that too. El Natural. There you go. Yep. All right, let's tone it down. Serious question. With all that you've done, what, in your opinion, makes a great man cave?
Well, I got to say heart.
That's incorrect. The answer was money. You need money to have a great man cave.
That is also true. I'm looking at my bank statements, and it doesn't say I got money, but my basement makes it look like I do. So
it is all heart. So once again, plug time. If you want to see more of Nick's man cave, go to at the Manz Cave with a Z on Instagram. Is it the same name on TikTok too?
Yep, it is.
Awesome. On TikTok, we'll reconvene sometime soon. I can't wait to visit. Next time I'm in Buffalo, maybe for a game or two. And go Bills.
Oh, yeah, man. I appreciate your time and having me on. I'm honored. And go Bills.
If you're interested in some of the items you saw in today's Man Cave Man podcast, check out the description below the video for more information and some of the links. A special thank you to all the brand names and people we mentioned in today's episode.